Don Sanders here, and all I can say is I really appreciate you tuning in today because I'm going to try and tell you how to get back clients that you've lost recently during COVID or you'd like to get back and resell. There's only one way to do that. You've got to impress them, and I am going to call that the wow factor for this webinar, and I'm going to show you why in just a minute. But all these suppliers on the screen right now make these webinars possible. Crystal D is an absolutely wonderful award supplier called Promotions. Alexa Springs, I talk about their water in every one of these webinars. Promo Social Post, my friend Greg Blumstein helps people with social media. He does it quite well. Logomats, who I love, Ad Capital, Bensel, Innovation Line. They are all great suppliers, including Sunjoy and Vantage. And down there at the bottom right-hand part of the screen, you can get a free complete product sample from Custom Clips by just emailing your logo to draditz at customclips.biz, and he will actually do a product sample for you. Now, here we are about why I came up with this title. Crystal D provided me with this little brief video about wowing customers. That's the way you get them back. That's the way you sell them. And this is a really interesting little piece. That's how you wow people, with doing things like that and showing them products and ideas that make them light up, just like that man did right there on the screen. And on the right, Crystal D has 120 different quick ship awards, and they have every kind of process you'd want to think. It's sales at crystal-d.com. And right here is a free spec sample offer for them. And if you don't take advantage of this, I don't know what to say. They will do an actual product sample for you with a value of $100 net. All you have to do is just email them at sales@crystal-d.com or call and say you saw this on this webinar and send them a logo, and they will work out a great sample for you. You just must have to do it. It doesn't cost you anything, and all you can do is gain new orders and new customers by doing so. Now, I wow clients by creating skill-revealing favicons. Distributors who have favicons are more professional. Ones that don't, about 75% of distributors do not use them. I have used them for 2 years now, and here are the favicons I've created with my shoes. There's 4 of them up there. What I do is I backload each one of those favicons with a link. So when you click on it, you go to like that Crystal D offer, or you will go to a product video that I would send for Southern Plus, etc. But you need to use favicons. It makes you look cool, it makes you look hip, and separates you from amateur distributors. And there on the left at the bottom is my sellpromoproducts.com card, and on the right is my Don Sanders Marketing. And everything I use in my logo is about shoes. So those are my favicons. So create your own. Canva can help you do that if you're looking for artwork assistance. And right there in the bottom of that screen in the center is a free spec sample offer from Pen Machine. They will do an actual product sample for you too. All you have to do is email michael@penmachine.com. And if you don't do this one, you're missing the boat too. Great offer from Pen Machine. Now, Apple products wow customers. I talk about the fact that Sunjoy has Apple products in every one of my webinars. I believe they're the only supplier in the industry that offers this. And they have every type of Apple product you'd need, even from Apple TV to AirPods, to trackers, you name it. And you can get information about selling Apple products by emailing bella@sunjoy.us. And here's a $50 off an order coupon for Sunjoy. You can't beat that. Give them a $500 order, they'll take 50 bucks off. And you can also learn how to sell Apple products. Makes you look professional, sets you apart from amateur distributors. Now, I wow clients by knowing that most bottled water was sewer water. People don't understand why I talk about this constantly in these webinars, but water is a commodity product now unless you're selling spring water. There's purified water in nearly every one of these bottled water companies' bottles, and all purified water means is it was sewer water one time. That means it was in a toilet. They won't tell you that, but maybe this will help you understand. If I'm buying bottled water and it says it's purified with reverse osmosis, what does that really mean? Well, it really means that that water at one time was in a toilet or in a sewer. It's been cleaned where it won't, but the taste is not as water. There are boxed water companies. There are companies that put water in aluminum bottles, all saying that it is the greatest thing in the world. In reality, it was sewer water. So watch out when you sell water. Alexa Springs water came from a natural spring. It has small filtering done to it, but it doesn't start out in a toilet. It starts out in the Ouachita National Forest in Mount Ida, Arkansas. If you'd like to have spring water samples, Brian at alexasprings.com, and he will be happy to send those out. But Aquafina, that's from Coca-Cola. That is a big company acting like they're selling you a great product, but Aquafina was toilet water at one time. Now let's talk about wowing your customers with Vantage. Vantage has top web stores, and I'm going to talk about Vantage a lot in this webinar because they are a top of the line supplier, and more than 23% of business is done will be done online in 2027, and it just expands exponentially. It's a big word. I'm glad I could get all that out, and will help you be more professional and wow customers. You could do a single piece on demand of fulfillment. There's no minimums. There's unlimited inventory options. And you can do anything you want to do on your Vantage site by propagating it with Vantage products and those of other great top suppliers. If you need a demo on this, it's sales@vantageapparel.com. This is not a mess around supplier. They are so good at what they do, and you need to just check this out to make sure it is good for you. Now, I wow customers by limiting the use of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence can't do everything for you. Please don't think it can. There is nothing further from the truth. You need to limit your use of artificial intelligence and combine it with human interaction. I don't care. We buy from people we like. We don't buy from machines, and we do not buy from bots. You have to have a consistent follow-up plan. That means you get on somebody, you have a certain amount of time that you get a follow-up, and if they don't follow up, you call them, you text them, whatever your plan is, but it's got to be consistent, and you use target marketing campaigns. You take specialty products and sell them in different markets. I'm going to show you how Quickie does that a little bit later in the show. But these three things right there combined with limited AI uses will get you business. Bots and AI do not have feelings. Human action interaction is how you create it. Great Bensel coupon on the screen. Alexa Springs, skip a column. Remember about toilet water. And Berlecamp. If you're not selling motorcycle kickstand pans right now, you need to be doing that, because there are motorcycle rallies all over this country today, and will be coming back up in the spring. Now here's a sample of the month order from Trainer. I talk about Trainer in all my webinars. A second supplier I sold an order for maybe 35 years ago. They will send you an actual product sample or virtual samples every month at absolutely no cost. These are physical and virtual samples. You pick what you'd like to have. Chantel T at trainergraphics.com. If you want to sign up for this, this is another one. If you're not signing up for it, why not? It doesn't cost you anything, and all it can do is get you business. Trainer is a great supplier. Now, I also wow clients, and that increases referrals. If I wow my clients and they think I'm doing a great job, they're going to recommend me to others. And 35% of your business should come from referrals. And one way I do it is I send out lookbooks from Vantage to my referrals, or not to my referrals, but to my customers, my prospects, and show them that I know what I'm doing and I am looking out for their best interest. You can get Vantage lookbook links from salesadvantageapparel.com. These little shows are really short. You can send them about their polos. You can send them about their general product line. They have letter jackets, you name it. You send these lookbooks, you're gonna look like you know what you're doing, and you're wowing, and you are increasing referrals. Now, I always wow prospects providing pertinent info constantly. I have several steps when someone places an order with me. I just don't take the order, send them approved, and then let them hang, not knowing what the delivery date is or what's going on with it. Too many distributors do not take chances, do not take advantages of touches. Send an order confirmation to your customer as soon as you can. Put art changes on deadlines. Don't let people hang you saying, oh, I'll get you the artwork by this time. Tell them when you need the artwork. Confirm the approval to them and the supplier. Provide shipping confirmation when it ships and confirm the order is delivered. Every time you email or text your customer, they're going to be thinking about you. That is how you wow prospects, with a consistent follow-up plan. Now, I've got a cool little bag on the screen right now. It's a clear tote for Innovation Line, and I'm going to show you about the State Fair of Texas requiring them.
We are just 22 days away from the start of the State Fair of Texas. This year, you can expect new security measures in place. That includes a clear bag policy. The change was announced at a security and safety event today. Some exceptions will be made for medical bags or child care bags. Also changing this year, guests can no longer enter the fairgrounds before 10 a.m. For more specifics on all the new changes coming to the fair, head to WFAA.com for the details.
I love the State Fair of Texas. I've been every year for so long, I can't even remember it. But I've even had to buy a clear bag because I didn't have one, because the ones that I have are, you can't see through them. So Innovation Line has a great little sample, Chris at innovation-line.com, of a see-through tote. All you got to do is email him and say, Sanders talked about that in his webinar. Send me one of these. If you're not showing these to all your event, fair, sports marketing customers, you're crazy, because this is going to be required now going forward forever. Now, stay unique, among others, by limiting the use of AI. That's what I talked to you about first. ChatGPT, which is AI, came out in 2018. That was 7 years ago. 2 versions came out after that, and the one out right now was introduced in 2022. AI does not create anything. All it does is copy patterns. It has no creative thinking whatsoever. AI cannot outsell you. All it does is over-generate patterns that have been seen over and over again. When you use this stuff, don't depend on it solely, or you'll look like a mundane distributor. Trainer Graphics coupon on the screen. There's that great Sunjoy in the middle, and Southern Plus, which I love for outdoor products. Now, Grammarly is what I use instead of ChatGPT. Grammarly cuts it to the point. Always say less and not more. ChatGPT and these things, they want to take a 10-word sentence and impress people by making it into 30 words. It is too wordy. I use Grammarly, which corrects my grammar, which sometimes is good, sometimes it's not so good, and it is a far better use of a way to improve your email and text than ChatGPT. And here's a free spec sample offer for custom clips on the screen right now. You'll send your logo to Dick Radix. His email is there. He will actually do a product sample for any customer that you would like him to do for. And I stay in front of sympathetic customers by selling different causes, products. My favorite ever nonprofit that I help is the Wounded Warrior Project. I just don't know what to say about people that have been affected by these wars, but I am telling you, Wounded Warrior tries to help ones that have been injured. And Snugs has a whole program on these of mugs, base camp gear, which is for outdoor events. They have high quality bags, mugs, everything. And here's the guy that got this started.
I'll never forget the day that my life was changed forever. Boom. And I woke up the next morning on Ward 57. So in walks two of the founders of Wounded Warrior Project with a backpack. And on the backpack was a logo of one warrior carrying another. And that was the first time that I'd ever even considered the possibility of not being stuck in that hospital bed forever. I know that the work that Wounded Warrior Project does wouldn't be possible without support from amazing companies like the folks that make Basecamp.
I give money to this program every month, and I feel good by doing it. I know some veterans that have had limbs amputated, ones that have PTSD really bad. Customer care at snugsyusa.com if you want to know more about this and getting Wounded Warrior samples. But this is just my thing. I like the SPCA. I like working with dog programs, and I like working with veterans who have been injured. Now, networking activities wow people. I'm always into what networking, because you know what it does? It gets me to meet people that are buyers for my products when I meet people that are owners of companies or marketing directors. And the great thing about it is I can show off to them and volunteer work. I can go to a school booster club luncheon. I meet people there. I chat them up. They know what I've done. They meet me. So I'm auditioning for them. I do volunteer work, like I told you with Wounded Warrior. I've formed a neighborhood beautification group. I've hosted happy hour mixers for my neighbors. I work on political campaigns all the time. I meet like-minded people with the same values I have, and it makes me be able to perform for them so they can actually know me as a human being away from work. And when they see that I am dedicated the way that I am, when I ask them if they want to buy something from me, they are more than ready to do so, because they know that I will do excellent work for them. Now, you need to sell, market, winter marketing trends now. Southern Plus has all these little videos, about 80 of them on their site. I will text these to my customers, email them, and post them on social media. And here's a great little program about Southern Plus has about 80 of these shows, maybe a few more, a few less than that, but they are great little programs like that little video to send to your customers, brief to the point, and tells them exactly what you've got. Order entry at southernplus.com if you'd like to have those links. Now, Showdown, I talk about in every one of these webinars, because Showdown is a truly great supplier. They have virtual showrooms that you can send your customers to that will wow them. These are interactive showrooms where they can look at particular products and see that there are more to the display business than what you actually think, just tents or table covers. Showdown has all kinds of great things, and right now there is not a bigger selling market than tailgating. People are doing that at these Major League Baseball playoff games, at these football games. TCU plays Colorado tomorrow at 6:30 in Fort Worth, and I guarantee they'll open up out there at noon for 6 hours of tailgating before that game. It's a great opportunity for networking, and you can go around and see people in their tailgating environment and say, hey, why don't I sell you a tent or a table cover or a sign? Showdown has all of that stuff, and it's great to sell. Now, I'm going to talk about bottled water again, because companies are using gimmicks to sell water. Their water is no good, or it's not better tasting than other water, so they make it in all these derivatives, trying to make it look like it's really the coolest product in the world. There are bottled water companies that just sell these heavy bottles of water, the heavy bottles. Once you drink the water, you're not going to howl around that gum bottle all over the place. Every one of them has a gimmick, like those ones on the screen right now. Alexa Springs doesn't have a gimmick. They don't use the container to sell the product. They are selling the product in the container. Brian at alexasprings.com if you'd like to know if they have those spring water samples. And there's that skip a column pricing coupon I've got for Alexa Springs. And if you don't know, there's 2016 bottles in a pallet. There's a pallet of water showing on that coupon. And I really didn't know how many bottles are in a pallet until about 2 or 3 years ago, but I sure do know now. Right there's that pallet order ready for shipment. It's 24 bottles per case. It's just ready to go from Mount Ida, Arkansas. There's their price list. They have 7 locations you can ship from, so you don't have problems with freight or delivery times. Brian at alexasprings.com. Happy to send you samples and talk to you about bottled water. Now, none of these services wow customers. Do not fall for this mess. You're not going to be unique if you pay $97. This is the second image on the top from the left. You pay them $97 to send 1,000 personalized videos and emails per day. Well, what are you going to get? Who are they sending them to? Right over here, cold outreach went extinct. Well, that's a bunch of baloney. What the way they're trying to sell here is like the dinosaurs. It's already extinct. You can't find cold calling with a virtual assistant. It's just not going to work. You're not unique. You're not wowing anybody. This stuff costs a lot of money. Some of these things cost $1,500, $1,600 a month. Do not use any of this mess if you want to wow customers. You want to wow customers, let Vantage wow them by showing them that little video. You look at that perfect chenille sewing right there. No other decorator in this industry can do that. Vantage is the best there is. Now, I wow clients by being able to deliver. When I say I can get something, I can get it delivered on time. I can do that through Snugs with their fast ship program. There's a turbo program with Innovation Line, and Sunjoy will do products in 1 to 3 to 4 days. They'll do holiday tech products. Each one of these 3 suppliers I would trust. You're on a deadline, don't place an order online with a company you found on these search sites that you don't know anything about. Use these reliable old line suppliers that are in this country that can help you deliver and be on time. It's just like Sunjoy right here. If you need holiday tech program products and you get down on a deadline, this Sunjoy can deliver. You can get samples and products from Bella at sunjoy.us, and there's their $50 off a coupon on the screen right now. Now, I wow customers by showing them high quality products. Don't sell junk. Like 3M Post-it notes are the best there are. I sold a lot of 3M products. About 8 or 9 other suppliers, industries knock off 3M. Is the truth. Their adhesive is not as good. They will fall off sheets. They will fall off anything you stick to. 3M is the real deal. So if you're looking for Post-it notes, real ones, customer care at snugsyusa.com. Don't get in a jam by selling cheap stuff. If you sell cheap stuff, you're never going to wow anybody. Now, I wow customers by completing orders on time. I avoid suppliers who use bots exclusively in customer service. A bot can't think. It's copied, repetitive information that it is coming back with you. I try and limit my sales to companies that have real human being customer service people that I talk to. Alexa Springs, Southern Plus, Showdown, Trainer, Quickie, all have USA based customer service. Their reps are experienced and knowledgeable, and you can understand them when you talk to them on the phone. Now, I think this is my last pitch about Vantage, and I really appreciate him putting up with me on this. But here are 9 of the type of decorating processes they use on the screen right now. And right there, look at that sewing. Nobody can sew like that but Vantage. And they have won 29 Golden Pyramids and awards, 29 Golden Pyramid Awards from PPAI in a row for their decoration. Salesadvantage.com if you want to know more, or remember, if you want those lookbook links. Do not fall for the box water scam. I swear this is all we're going to talk about, water. Box water is out now, is some kind of thing that is going to save the world. Box water is just not what it is supposed to be. It's about the most environmentally unfriendly product there is. It takes 3 times the amount of energy to produce the box in a plastic bottle. It's a one-use product only, where a plastic bottle they're saying is bad can be refilled many times. It's paper packaging that does not recycle well. You can't cook that mess down to make it really into a recyclable product. It's hard to carry. The containers leak. It's not refillable, like I said, and it's heavier to ship than plastic bottles. There's nothing environmentally friendly about that product at all. Skip a column pricing for Alexa Springs on the water. Don't fall for that bottled water mess. And the bottled water, the box water is purified water, and we know that was sewer water. Here's a skip a column pricing again for Alexa Springs. I think this is our last pitch on Alexa Springs. It should be. And I am continuing showing you that because they'll give you an added bump on profit by giving you a next column pricing. Now, you wow people with spec samples. I'm telling you, 65, 70% of the time when we do an actual product sample for a customer, I get an order. Pen Machine, I love Pen Machine. You can request a sample kit from Michael at penmachine.com, but there's a $100 value coupon right there on the screen. If you will send a logo, your customer's logo, to Michael at Pen Machine and say, hey, I want you to do me a free sample, he will be more than happy to do that. And there's a sample kit on the right side of the screen where you see all the different processes they make. Crystal D again, remember I talked about that. If you don't do this, there's something wrong with you, and I know that there's not. 800-544-1131 if you would like to take advantage of this, or sales at crystal-d.com. They'll do a product with a logo for you, and happy to do it. Now, I was talking about wowing clients with events and special markets earlier. Quickie does that. Quickie is all USA made products. Customer service is in Akron, Ohio. They do specific little products for specific events. How about drive-in movie theater day, National Postmarker Day, National Safe Workplace Day? They've got them all. National Hot Dog Day. And in October, they have got all kinds of cute little ads created for their products that can be sold for Halloween and October events. Info at quickie.com if you'd like to have samples, or you would like to have these little snippets of these little product offers. Now, I'm going to talk about social media. My friend Greg at Promo Social Post is the most honest, nice, stand-up man that I have met in this industry. He's got a $60 a month offer on his social media platforms that he will post for you. He has a special deal on that. He also does email marketing. Here on the right side of the screen are a couple of templates that he will make, create them, put your logo on them, and send them to your customers. Greg is the best there is at doing this. And he also will help protect you because there's a lot of scammers that come at you now. And you don't need to be scammed out of money when you're having a hard time making the money you already have. Here's a little talk. He's going to talk to you about how to protect yourself on Facebook.
Greg from Promo Social Post, talking how to avoid being a victim of social media scams. We all probably have received emails or text messages talking about your social page is going to be closed unless you click on this link and resolve some issues. Whatever you do, do not click on that link. It is very important to always go to the social platform like Facebook and see if you receive the message directly from there. If you have not, then it's most likely a scam. You can go to our website, promosocialpost.com/resources, to get a document that talks about how to avoid these scams.
It's Greg at promosocialpost.com. I know Greg really well. I've worked for him a long time. He is totally legit, and he can help you with your email marketing and posting on your social media accounts. Another way I wow prospects is with case studies that prove how products increase exposure. A lot of distributors just go in and say, well, I want to sell you this product, but they can't prove what it does for you. Here are 3 case studies that I have done where a church bought prayer cloths as gifts for parishioners to increase word of mouth advertising. To the right is about a realtor that bought flags and put them out over the 4th of July weekend and got referrals and listings from it, and shoe covers down here at the bottom left that can be sold to realtors for open houses, but they can also be sold to museums and houses that are open for tour where they don't want people to track in mud. There's one where to protect carpet and hardwood floors from visiting a property up in Virginia. These shoe covers were bought with the house logo, or where the house was located, logo. And from that, the repetitiveness of seeing that increased their volunteer participation by 25%. This kind of information is what customers need to know. Sales team at adcapital.com. Wow clients with unique holiday gifts. It is now the time to sell holiday ornament samples. Sales at burlacamp.com. They have 2 different types of holiday gifts or holiday ornaments, which can be also used for bag tags. All American made, USA based customer service at Burlacamp. Now here are pencil samples and sell promos. They wow. You can get pencils, you can get calendar sample kits. Right now you need to be selling calendars. It is the time to do that. See Madlock at pencil.com. Carla will send you the information on how to take advantage of these products. You send these calendars to your customers now. They're going to ask, how do I get those with my logo on it? And you can sell them to them from Pencil. See Madlock at pencil.com. Here's a free spec sample offer again from Gempire, or not from Gempire, Pen Machine. It's got both Gempire and Pen Machine's logo on it because Pen Machine bought out Gempire. Michael at penmachine.com. Now you wowing creates, here's something I bet you never thought about. Wowing creates trade out opportunities. I have traded out my products for the products of people that I buy from. I've done that with a pizza restaurant, my accountant, a plumber, a dentist, a neighborhood bar, where I do mats for them at no cost, and then they give me services back. Vets buy a lot of mats. Logo Mats is the best mat supplier in the industry. Here is a 5% off an order coupon. So use mats and other products to create trade out opportunities with customers you would not have had unless you traded out with them. Now we're almost finished with the webinar, so hang with me, but this is the coolest little chamois you've ever seen in your life from Ad Capital. If you're not selling vehicle dealers screen cleaning cloths to clean Apple iPods, to clean these Apple screens in these cars, my little Buick GTX I just bought, there's how nasty the screen would get. And I use the chamois from Ad Capital to clean it, and it looks absolutely perfect. Sales team at adcapital.com. If you want these Star chamois, they will give you a new market where you can go call on vehicle dealers and show them how the screens in these cars can get so nasty. Here's a free spec sample offer again for Crystal D. I've just had to put that in there. And wow, golf cart seat covers and ugly sweaters. I'm just popping this in here because it's for the holidays right now. Scott at clothpromotions.com can send you samples. How about selling golf cart covers? I've never sold that in my life. I think it's a great idea. Country clubs, municipal courses can buy them, but ugly sweaters. I hate ugly sweaters, but a lot of people love them. You can sell ugly sweaters from clothpromotions.com. Greg at promosocialpost.com. Remember, he's got a great forum for helping you with your email marketing and also your social media contacts. And he will keep you out of jams by giving you little points like that Facebook thing that he came up with. Now, if you'd like to have $500 in supplier coupons and a webinar replay, email me at don@sellpromoproducts.com. I got CM there. It is .com. That's my era. Here's the free spec sample offer for custom clips on the screen at the bottom. There's where you can get your Vantage apparel lookbooks, your Apple CarPlay screen cleaner, those ad capital case studies, pen machine, Apple products from Shunjoy. Now I'm saying 2026 Showdown catalogs. You should order your 2026 catalogs up front. Same way Logo Mats has those. Southern Plus has catalogs that you can order. Remember that Trainer Sample of the Month Club. There's Wounded Warrior, Post-it note samples from Snugs, Quickie product samples. Remember the cool little Halloween things. Alexa Springs, there's Cloth Promotions. It shouldn't say Oodle Band samples. It should say ugly sweater samples. So you can email Scott and say, I'd like to know about ugly sweaters. There's Greg at Promo Social Post, the award samples from Crystal D, holiday ornaments, Innovation Line clear bag, remember, for all fairs and events. Pencil samples, if you want the calendar kit, the Trainer USA made sample kit, and custom clips product samples from D Radix at customclips.com. And I forgot the CLIPS on that. I'm sorry for that. I look at these things 100 times and I don't see some of these things until I put on the show. I really appreciate you listening to me today. I've talked as fast as I could. I hope you have a wonderful October and get out there and sell. And if I can help you, please let me know. And please email me and I'll send you the replay as soon as it's downloaded. And I will also send you these supplier coupons. So I really appreciate you turning out today. And I know your time is valuable and I'm honored that you spent it with me. Thanks.